Hey, welcome. I'm Clint Haggard. I'm the head athletic trainer for football here at the University of South Carolina. Today we're going to walk through the athletic training room and show you what we have in here. Right here in the front left, we have our recovery area with a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, the massage tables, and the float tank. Next, we have our hydrotherapy area with our hot and cold tubs and our rehab pool. The big tub in the back is cold. That stays about 55 degrees all the time. The smaller tub in the front is our hot tub. That's at 105 degrees. And those are really just like big jacuzzis like you would have at home. They can get in there and aid in their recovery process. And then the other pool that we have in here is a SwimX rehab pool. So this SwimX model is made so that the water flows against you to do rehab with. So we can do shoulder rehab, elbow rehab, in addition to putting guys in there and actually have them run doing rehab. Next, we have our rehab area where we do everything with the guys if something happens and they get hurt. Some of the highlights of this area is we've got a treadmill with a bag around it. They can get in this treadmill. We zip them into it and then it blows up with air and actually measures their body weight. So if they're coming back from an injury and we want them running at 50% of their body weight, we can program this treadmill to actually do that. The treadmill right next to it is exactly the same, minus the bag. So as we're moving guys along in the rehab process, we can move them from this anti-gravity treadmill onto a regular one, and I'm not actually changing the surface that they're running on. But then they're getting sore or something like that from it, we know that it's not the actual surface. And then as we move them along, we end up taking them outside and doing various running things with them as well. Then we have our treatment area right here in the center. We have different modalities there from hot, cold, lasers, ultrasound, whatever we need to help the guys heal faster. Finally, up against the back wall here is all of our doctor's offices. We have a full pharmacy. Our medical records are right next to that. And then we have all of our analytics. So all of our guys wear a GPS data sensor on them when they're working out and running and practicing and so forth. And so we look at that data, and that helps us from a medical standpoint at making decisions on when they're ready to return to play. But then from an overall program standpoint, it's giving us data on where they're at and what we need to do. And we can look at what a guy's doing during a game and then mirror that to practice or take away from that a little bit if we want to.
Hi, my name is Zoe Foster. I'm the program director for our Primary Care Sports Medicine Fellowship. I'm also the medical director here at USC Athletics. Our fellows are in the training facilities at varying times of the day, depending on needs and what's going on. They're really engaging in our athletic training rooms at multiple times during the day with athletes from all of our varsity sports and dealing with very acute concerns, especially if you think about our coverage for football camp over the summer. It really gives them the opportunity to have this hands-on experience. So here at USC, we have 11 women's varsity sports, 8 men's varsity sports, as well as a cheerleading program and the Carolina Girls, our dance team. Our fellows are first call for all of those teams. Their athletic trainer gets to know them, they get to know the athletic training staff and the student athletes that they're responsible for taking care of.
Here in August, the fellows will be here for a practice with us every single day. And then as we get into the fall, into the season, we got other sports going. They're going to be around with some of our sports teams, whether it may be basketball or it might be beach volleyball. And then there's a lot of times that I'll call and say, hey, the guy hurt his hand or whatever, I need you to come look at it. And the fellows will come over here while we're out at practice. Thank you all for watching this today. I hope this showed you what we have here at the University of South Carolina and our medical facilities in the football building.